And we've got the male tributes here from Hunger Games.
The fallen tributes.
The fallen tributes.
The expired tributes.
The expired.
The mourned.
Yeah.
These are all words for dead.
Soon to be replaced.
Soon to be replaced. No.
Well, how familiar were you guys with the books before, before signing on or even before filming? I mean, were you readers of it, or was it something you kind of got introduced to?
Well, the thing is, I got the call to audition, and I read a synopsis, and I immediately gravitated towards anything that's like a dystopian future, post-apocalyptic, and I went in there, and it's one of the weirder auditions I've ever been.
Got to separate the two of you?
Whatever, man. I go into the audition, and there's like a box, and they say, choose your weapon. And there's like a knife, a stick, and a Nerf gun.
What Nerf gun?
No, I went with a knife. And then after that, I'm like, okay, now I have to read this, and I was instantly a fan. Yeah, that's my story.
Funny enough, I didn't know anything about the Hunger Games when I heard that I was going to audition. But when they told me, okay, you're going to go audition for this thing, I went online, I looked it up, and I got extremely scared because I realized how huge this thing was, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go read this book now. And then I read it and found out that I died, and it was really sad. Yeah, but I mean, it was incredible. And then I auditioned, and I became a fan, and I still am, and all that great stuff.
What about you?
I had read.
He has read the book.
That's why he's laughing. That's why he's laughing. Sorry.
He's like, I just don't know.
When you're tired and in one of those giddy moods, I just have one of those. No, I had met one of the Lionsgate studio execs early on, and they told me about these great books they want to make into a movie that has been getting some great traction, and I started reading them, fell in love with them. I'm a huge fan, and yeah, and then I filmed the movie and I died. So
every story ends with, and then we died.
Well, it's just I was a huge fan of the books way before they even thought about a movie. So as soon as I finished, as soon as I put book 1 down, I was just like, A, this should be required reading for kids in high school.
Right? Yeah.
And second of all, when is the movie coming out?
And, so you're a diehard fan. You were there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one of those crazy, oh my god! But I enjoyed, I'm a reader. So for me, I was just like, that's awesome. I was waiting for book 3, and some people are looking at me like, it's young adult fiction. I'm like,
but it's good. It's really good.
Good fiction. It's a great story. And Suzanne Collins actually lives like 2 towns over from me.
Oh wow.
So I find that I don't know her, but I still thought that
nice. They do Tupperware parties.
Exactly. Useless information that
they go to the same Tupperware parties.
Yeah,
exactly.
So but I've got 5 teenagers. So most of them have read it, but I'm just like, take out the silly stuff or whatever. I said, but if you get the whole story, and it's now you said that you read the first one, but you read all 3.
Oh, I read all 3. Absolutely.
Okay.
And the thing is, it's funny because like people always say, it's a teen novel. It's
Yeah.
I honestly believe that it's just it's a human tale. Whether you're 80 or you're 5 or you're 12, it's about the lengths you would go to protect the ones you love.
Yeah, a good book is a good book, man. No matter what, like young adult, whatever category it is.
And it shouldn't be categorized because if you think about it, it's going to the ending. Spoiler alert.
And then we die.
And then you all died. Everybody dies. Almost everybody dies.
It's really a beautiful
but
story.
There are more deaths in this movie than in Departed.
Are there really? Oh my god, you're right.
In the movie called The Departed.
But
in real life,
Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Yeah.
That's the nice way to tie it all.
Yes, he's already dead too. But the fact is that everybody had to die to make the big change.
Exactly.
So take the life lesson, the political lesson, you can throw them all in there, and not everybody sees it that way. It's just like, ooh, Team PETA, it's like, okay,
I think it's much more than that. Yeah, no, it's definitely, it's about just ordinary kids put in extraordinary circumstances under just horrible stuff that's going on. And it's,
one thing I do love so much about the story is even the romantic aspect, the love aspect between Gale and PETA and Katniss.
Gale and PETA?
Gale. Yeah. No, I said Gale, PETA, and Katniss.
Is there something we don't know?
You guys read the 4th book?
No. That's a weird choice there.
But the thing I love about that whole love triangle is it's still a backdrop to what the story is really about. It's not the whole focus of the story.
It's about a revolution.
Yeah,
it's about overthrowing this horrible totalitarian government. It's incredible.
Good word.
And just this girl just becoming the symbol of just like it's incredible. I love that story. It's so cool.
I also just like how it came together. It's like the myth of Theseus, and I remember she wanted to. It was inspired based on that, and also she watched American Idol and coverage of the Iraq War one night, and then came up with this. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So now, as far as the characters that you played, did you enjoy playing it?
Pardon?
Did you guys enjoy playing a dick character?
We both
Listen
were
to
playing
me.
a dick.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
did
like,
we?
did you
Oh,
guys? Yeah, did you?
yeah,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Excuse me, I'm gonna have to edit that.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Sorry, honey.
Did you enjoy playing a duck?
That's
gonna
A duck. Yeah. Enjoy being a duck.
You know, it's really hard to master the quack.
I mean, I already got web toes, so we're good. Good, man.
It was, yeah, I did. I loved it. You know, it's not something I'd see myself doing in the future in a very long time, because, you know, that's not really the way that I, you know, usually I don't play the bad guy, and it was really fun to be able to experience a new kind of light and really go into a really dark, twisted personality, like someone who's not like myself. And you know, that's what acting's about. It's like exploring different human traits, and it was amazing. And that's why I really love filming you know, Kato's demise scene so much, is because at the end of the day, though, even as twisted and as messed up as he is, and you know how messed up the Capitol's made him, there's a human being inside there, very deep down, and that comes out. And it's really, it's the whole story. I think it's just so beautiful, and Gary Ross captured it so well, and hired such amazing actors, minus myself. So it was awesome.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Indicative guy. But honestly, like, it was so great to, you know, save the day and ensure that there will be a second and third book. By
Well, yeah, sure. But Mr. Hero over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be this guy. Without this guy right here, there's no second movie. What are we talking about? Huh? What are we talking about? Let's be honest. Right?
Thresh doesn't exist. It's done.
Yeah, it's done, exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. Saving the damsel in distress. You get it?
How was the shooting? I mean, this had to be a tough film to shoot.
It
It was
was
something totally
so
different,
much fun.
right? I mean,
it was very fun because I got to hang out with these guys the whole time. It was like
best.
summer camp essentially. some of the what?
The preparation.
Oh,
for
the
movie
preparation.
was
Yeah.
kind of like,
we had to
working out.
bulk up, put on like 16 pounds of muscle. We were trained by all three of us were actually trained by the same Navy SEAL.
Wow.
Ex-Navy SEAL.
Ex-Navy SEAL, yeah. And that was intense. Logan.
Oh man.
Squats. I hate, like,
Didn't
I
take shit.
have nightmares of kettlebells and dumbbells. Yeah, he punished us, but it was for good.
But it also like bonded us because we all would go to the gym together. We had to eat the exact same diets. We go to the same restaurants, and we really became a family after that. So yeah.
And it hasn't changed, even like no matter how far apart we are. Like, you know, we came back, and it's like right like where we left off.
Yeah.
That's great. And you guys are like the tallest actors I've ever met. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
well,
with
yeah,
this?
I just saw Alexander
What do
Skarsgård
you
walk
guys-
into my hotel.
Yeah.
He is enormous.
He's a giant.
Yeah, he is.
so-
But I mean, but a lot of actors, like, you think they're tall, but then you see them and they're.
Oh right, no,
yeah,
yeah, it's
you guys
crazy.
are tall.
It's trippy.
Jeez.
You know,
Yeah. Well,
what
thank
can I
you.
say?
So, you know,
I just do me.
so are you guys do you still look forward to the next films, even though you're not a part of it?
Absolutely.
And,
I mean, like, you know, we've always said, like, we're huge fans. If we
Right.
weren't doing this right now, we'd be waiting in line for autographs for like parallel universe Hunger Games
Yeah,
cast,
for sure.
you know.
And we feel like we'll always be a part of the family, because, you know, we were
Yeah.
in the first one.
Yeah.
It's like we feel like we paved the way for new people to just go and bring this amazing story to life. So it'll be great to see how it turns out.
were you
Yeah.
surprised by the film's success at all, or did you expect it? Did you?
If I say no, if I say I was surprised, I'd be lying, because the
would,
following was
yeah.
So
incredible.
big.
My thing was I was surprised we actually made a decent movie.
That's
like,
the
It's a
thing.
great
We weren't
movie.
surprised by how well it did. We were surprised about how well the movie turned out.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
not that we had any doubt of anyone working on it. It's just that it's a huge challenge to put like such a phenomenon on screen, and then we did it amazingly.
I think we've seen in other, you know, just like from our, like, historically, we've seen, you know, just great followings of books, and sometimes the movies don't turn out as well. So I always thought that maybe if the movie didn't turn out as well, like, it'd still do decently.
Yeah.
But we all were such huge fans, and we all, like, put our whole heart and soul into
Yeah.
it. And Gary Ross put everything he had into it. It was just this amazing feat, and we were so happy the way.
I
it
mean,
turned
no one
out.
wants to be the cast that messed up the Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
dude, yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
Last question.
Sure.
If you had a choice, Gail or Peter?
How do I
Peter.
choose? Peter Gale?
Patel.
Patel.
Tail.
I just go with Katniss. That
No.
girl got spunked.
No,
I mean, my God.
That girl
It's
got
my
spun.
question. If it were reversed, you could ask me. But Gail or
Peter or
Peter?
Gale? Really?
Yeah.
Team Katniss, man. That's what we should start.
Yeah,
You
Team
know what?
Katniss.
Team Katniss.
Actually, that was a really good answer
Yeah.
because she rocks.
She
Yeah.
rocks.
I just
She's one of the greatest female protagonists that we've had on
Yeah.
screen in a long time, in a while.
Yeah.
She's
Especially
a great
for
role
young
model for young
girls.
girls,
yeah.
Yeah. Especially in an era where, you know, reality TV is everything, and honestly, some of the stuff you see on reality TV is just not the best role model for
you
young
can draw
girls.
a lot of parallels from this movie.
Yeah.
I think, and there's a great message to be seen there, and I think a lot of people have felt like a really strong connection to it and to its message. So it's been great.
Sure. So awesome. So now, thank you very much,
Yeah,
guys.
thank you.